Loftus Versfeld, the scene of epic, titanic, historic rugby matches. Today, the Bulls host Glasgow, who sit at the top of the log in the United Rugby Championship this season. It's time for United Rugby Championship right here on Rugby Ascendant. Stick with us, folks. We'll be with the lineups here shortly. And for the home side Bulls at fullback, it's Willie LaRue. Kane and Moody on that right wing. David Creel, Harold Forster in the middle. Curtly Arnsay on the left wing. Chris Smith at fly half. Ambrose Papier gets the nod at scrum half. Cameron Hanekom, Elric Lowe. Escom, Marco Funstein wearing the number 6 jersey today. At the lock positions, it's Ruan Nordkia, who's the captain, and Ruan Framak. In the front row, Vilko Lowe, Akka van der Merwe, and Gerhard Steenekamp. Off the bench, the Bulls bring Johan Gerbelaar, Sifiwe Mantazima, Francois Kloppe, Reinhard Ludwig, Nizam Kar, Isaac Burger, Jaco van der Walt, and Devin Williams, the longtime Puma star, on loan to the Bulls. For the Glasgow Warriors, coming down in first place for this contest today, it's at fullback Josh McKay, and there's a familiar face. Kyle Sten is the captain, wearing the number 14 jersey. Stafford McDowell, Sione Tuputuloto, Sebastian Cancellier, one of the coolest names in rugby, on the left wing. Tom Jordan is the fly half. George Horn, the Scottish national, at scrum half. Lots of Scottish nationals in here, including the next fellows, Jack Dempsey, Rory Darge, Matt Fagerson, Scott Cummings, all Scottish nationals. Gregor Brown at the other lock position. In the front row, it's Murphy Walker, Grant Stewart, and Jamie Boddy, yet another Scottish national. Off the bench, Johnny Matthews, Nathan Macbeth, Xander Fagerson, another national, Max Williamson, Ewan Ferry, Henko Fenter. Boy, that sounds awful familiar. Henko Fenter. Jamie Doby, and Duncan Weir. Official for today's match is Ben Whitehouse from Wales. Assistant referees on the sideline are AJ Jacobs from South Africa, Dylan November from South Africa, and the TMO is Craig Evans from Wales, one of the better officials out there. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the program. I'm Chris. This is Central Pennsylvania, and you're listening to Rugby Ascendant, and we'll be watching it in just a moment. Thanks for tuning in. Really appreciate your presence here today. Had a heck of an audience yesterday for our Stormers game against the Dragons, a game I didn't expect to see many people show up for, but boy, did a lot of people show up for that program. That was fantastic. We had over 3,000 show up for it during the game, 3,200 to be exact. And we picked up a number of subscribers yesterday, grateful, and we crushed the competition, which really isn't the goal, but hey, it's still pretty cool. Wound up now with 4,000 views on that video. That's pretty awesome. One comment. Let's see what somebody had to say, if it's nasty or not. Oh, okay. That was very nice. Okay. All right, so we are just moments away, and the Bulls need to win this game big time. They really do. All right, so my feed is live, and the players getting ready to come out of the tunnel as I speak. Let's see who's up first. It looks like Glasgow is about to make their exit onto the pitch at Loftus. Yep, here they come. Here they come, the Scottish side now. Looking forward to this. So this is the biggest game of the day and of the weekend, folks. Here, Glasgow in first place, and the Bulls in, they're currently in fourth place. The Bulls can move up a couple positions and could actually capture second place, but they cannot go past Glasgow, who will remain above them regardless of the outcome here today. Glasgow, 12 wins from 15 games, 3 losses. The Bulls, 10 wins from 15 games and 6 losses. So here we go as they come out onto the pitch. Kyle Sten, Glasgow Warriors captain. We are ready to get started here. See how the turf looks. Looks decent. Not great, but decent. And once again, a very underwhelming crowd, it appears, at least on one side of the stadium. Now, the side where they come out of the tunnels is where most people sit. Here come the Bulls walking out. And virtually every kid taking them out is black. There's one white child welcoming the Bulls players. What the heck is this? 2. There's Ruan Nordkia. 2 white kids. The rest are all black. Is that his son? I don't know. All right, here we go, folks. Wow, looking forward to this one. Need the Bulls to do well today. Ruan Nordkia is the Bulls captain on the pitch. It's Mother's Day tomorrow, and so big focus on kids. Willie LaRue coming out onto the pitch, former Cheetah and the Springbok. Curtly Arnsay out there. This should be a good performance by the Bulls today, but if they stumble today, it could be indicative of how the rest of this season goes, which is 3 games left. Ben Whitehouse, Dylan November, AJ Jacobs, and Craig Evans are your officiating crew. Ben Whitehouse on the pitch. Looks like he got himself a silly haircut again. Don't know what that's all about. Don't know what that's all about. Anyway, folks, good to see you here. Thanks for being back with me. All right, how we doing? We got anybody here? Yeah, we got a few people. Not nearly. You know, yesterday I didn't even look down at how many people were watching the game. A couple minutes in, we had 53 people watching. All right, it was very indicative of how yesterday's game went, which was quite exciting. All right, so I put a few Easter eggs on the shelf behind me for viewers today. There are 3 new items on the shelf, if you can locate them. All right, so the Bulls will kick off to Glasgow to get us underway. Ben Whitehouse just about ready. And Chris Smith, whistle blows. And we are underway as the ball goes inside the 22 in the high felt. And it's taken down there by Josh McKay. And tackled almost immediately by the Bulls. And they're going to work it across. Oh, careful. Escom's got the player by the neck, but he strips it. Escom stripped the ball. Where's it at? He had to let it go. George Horn kicks that over the top, and it's going to find touch. So the Bulls going to start out in pretty good shape here with a first line out just outside the 22. Not the best of kicks by George Horn, little Scottish scrum half. So the Bulls, Aka Fundameva throws it in. Ron Norkia comes down with it, and they're into a rolling maul. Bulls maul picking up a meter or two. Adjusting, still going forward, trying to keep that bind. Oh, now they've got some space here. Marco van Staden comes pouring in from the side, joins it, and they're down to the 22 now. But they're going to have to use it soon. Papier digs it out at the 22. He finds Curtly Arnsey, who's in the middle of the pitch. Arnsey back to Papier. Here's some space. Papier. And the Glasgow side slows things down. Elric Lowe driving forward. Papier goes wide. Derek Honeycomb now. Not Derek Honeycomb. Cameron Honeycomb. On the ball, spilled forward. The Bulls turn it over inside the 5-meter line. Oh, bouncing on the turf. And we've got a double knock on, I believe, now. Or is there a penalty? Let's see what Whitehouse's call is. Ball was stripped or knocked on. I'm not sure which it was. Let's get another look at it here on the replay. Oh. 2 players. It's Skip Norkia and Lowe. And Roy Vermaak wasn't waiting for it. He hit it right in the face. Scrum to Glasgow. Shame. It's a nice pass, but players not fully aware where the ball was, and that cost the Bulls some good possession deep early in this game. Thanks for being here, folks. Wow, we got 18 people and 12 likes. That's a great ratio, but I think that'll go down as the day goes on, but keep hitting it. Pack weights, 901 for the Bulls, 881 for Glasgow. So a small advantage. Crouch. Bind. And the whistle blows. We're going to reset this. Oh, early engagement, not a reset. So that's called against Gerhard Steenekamp. Early engagement. So the Bulls go from 5 meters away and a chance to score to Glasgow getting the ball at about their 10-meter line. That's where the mark's going to be. Yep, right, 10-meter line. Jake White up in the booth. Line out goes out. The Bulls have got it. They go wide. They've got Arnsey on the outside. He gets around one tackler, around the second tackler. He's near that touch line. Bulls fighting to keep it in play. And Glasgow gets the ball as it bounces around on the turf. Sloppy ball play by the Bulls. So this was down to the 22. Curtly Arnsey picking up a good 15 or 20 meters there before the ball got turned over. Call to use it already. George Horn is there, but he had a hard time getting out. He does. Kicks it over the top. Ball bounces and takes a favorable Glasgow bounce. They have it now. Midfield, Tupulotu taken down there by Harold Forster. So Glasgow now. 2 teams on paper evenly matched. Let's see what the outcome is today. George Horn. Oh, does the fake. Oh, that ball bounces. Oh, that wasn't a knock on? Come on. It's stolen away by the Bulls. They've got it now. Norkia stripped. Ball's going every which way but loose. Every which way but loose. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Bouncing there. Had he a knock-on in there somewhere. Initially, it should have been a Glasgow knock-on as he fumbled the ball. Okay, he's calling both players over, or both captains over. Let's hear this.
I wouldn't speak to... It's okay, Carl. Too much people. Knock on, knock on, knock on. Forward, forward. No more. Okay?
Perfect, sir.
That's an unusual warning.
Every time the ball hits the ground, there's someone saying knock on.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay, the players are yelling knock on. They're pissing him off. He doesn't want to hear it anymore. He doesn't want to hear it anymore. Ben Whitehouse, enough. Stop it already. Stop whining about knock-ons. Hey, you don't have the feed coming from me, buddy. I'm the one yelling knock-on all the time. All right, 4 minutes, 33 seconds passed in the first half. This will be a Glasgow scrum, which seems odd to me. They knocked it on initially, but I guess it was considered a kick and not a knock-on, even though it fell out of the guy's hands. Bind. Set! Horn will put it in. The Bulls are pushing. Bulls are pushing them back, but George Horn gets it out. Over to the middle. And here comes Glasgow up the pitch. They're getting some space on the outside. They've got moving Kyle Sten. And Curtly Arnse has to track him down from behind. A lot of meters picked up, and now they're on the Bulls side of the pitch for the first time. Oh, Glasgow has got something cooking here. Tupatalotu taken down by Ulrich Lowe. Oh, there's a nice tackle there by Hanekom. Wow. Cameron Hanekom flying up to get that. The Bulls are really surging up for the tackles at the moment. Staying onside. George Horn changes the ball to this direction. He's trying to dig it out. There's a bull in there. Doesn't get called for not rolling away. They come to the near side into the hands of Sebastian Cancelier, and he's tackled by Akafandamava back at midfield. Oh, tackles missed by the Bulls. Oh, and I think Escom's going to get called for a penalty here as he played the ball out of position. Yep, that's going to be a kickable penalty should Glasgow want to go for the points. Whistle stop for a blood bin here. No water, he said. Yep, so Escom just kind of jumped over top that ruck. Rory Darge with a nice carry there as we watch the replay. And here comes Escom standing over top of him. It's wrong side of the tackle there for that ruck. So 6 minutes and 1 second, clock stopped. So Van Staden asked Ben Whitehouse what was the problem. It was a polite question. And he said, no, momentum took him to where he was. You didn't get around the gate. That's a fair explanation and well handled by the official and good gentlemanly conduct by Marco Van Staden. So I think they're going to kick this one for a penalty, makeable, especially in the high veld where the ball carries with higher altitude. So we are waiting now with the blood bin treatment here for the Glasgow player. So, 30 people here. I thought we'd get more people for this Bulls game. It's a big deal. So, here we go. They're not going to take the points on offer. Glasgow kicks it to the corner. Confident in their maul. But that is not a great kick. It was a side entry against Marco van Staden on that penalty a few moments ago. So, Glasgow kicks it. They get down to about 16 meters away. Grant Stewart, the hooker for Glasgow Warriors. The Warriors will get this line out. There it goes. They go short. Oh, brilliant. They're going to get a try out of this, and they're in. Oh, my goodness. Matt Fagerson. Wow. The Bulls completely caught asleep, and he runs the 16 meters in. No defenders over there. Straight through. Wow. Matt Fagerson with the try, his 15th in URC action. Wow. Let's see the replay on this. He faked out Curtly Arnse, and only one player left to stop him, and it was too deep. Was it Creel, I think? No, it was Papier who he faked out. Oh, my goodness. Oh, no, that was actually Kane Moody who got taken down. Moody could make the tackle. Matt Fagerson, huge try for Glasgow. Wow, that's disappointing how easy that was. Matt Fagerson with the try gets Glasgow on the board very quickly here in the game, folks. Wow. That is shameful. But good job by Glasgow. Waiting for the conversion here. Tom Jordan. No, it's not Jordan. It's not Jordan, excuse me. It's George Horn with the conversion. George Horn takes it out to 7-0 Glasgow. Wow. And, of course, the Bulls got here because of a penalty. Gave up a penalty. And, of course, they got there because of sloppy ball handling. So here's the restart. So Bulls' mistakes put them down 7-0 early on. Josh McKay gets the ball, carries it out over. It's hard to see where the 22 is with these idiotic soccer painting all over the pitch. So it's near the 22. George Horn will dig it out. Counter ruck from Steenekamp. George Horn moaning that he was knocked down. Well, stand up, buddy. You're a man. And that ball is going to stay in play. Taken at midfield there by Chris Smith. Villy LaRue through the middle. Oh, big gap for Villy LaRue. Picks up about 15 meters. Takes it inside the 10-meter line. Here come the Bulls to the outside. Curtly Arnsey down the sideline. Oh, he tosses it up, and it's knocked out of play by Glasgow. That should be a Bulls ball. Yeah, it is a Bulls line out. Wow. Curtly Arnsey on the loose again on the sideline over there. Woo. Man, oh, man. Just get the ball to Kurt Lee or Keenan Moody. Wow. Arnsey did a great job here, and he stayed in play. That's an intentional knockdown, actually. There was no call on that. There was no chance to get that ball. Bulls in a maul now, but this is going nowhere. It's going sideways, actually. Now they go forward. And how about a penalty on Glasgow just lying there? Should be a penalty against Glasgow for just laying all over the place there, but it looks like they got the ball. Wow. Scrum to Glasgow. Oh. No water. Another Glasgow player getting treatment. It's like the Dragons yesterday. This time it's Jamie Body who's getting treatment. Jamie Body getting treatment down there. Take the water off. Ben Whitehouse warns them, no water again. It's not a water break. This guy's going to get in trouble here. But it is summer, fall actually. Shouldn't be that warm. 9:53 in the first half. Clock stopped. Glasgow leading 7-0 early part of the game here, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to hit the like button. We had 18 viewers and 12 likes. We've gone from 18 to 41 and only gained 6 more likes. That ratio is going down. All right, George Horn, Scotland national, put it in. Crouch, bind. And they're going to reset this one. So on that side where Steenkamp is at, the balance is uneven. He's warning both players. It's the first of a triple header today, folks. After this, it's the Sharks and Benetton. Benetton needs a victory. They're out of playoff contention now, but they'll go back in with a win. Crouch. And then the Lions, who are desperate to get in the playoffs, need a win at home. Set. They play Cardiff. Oh, the Bulls push hard here. George Horn can't even get it in. Oh, Bulls push hard. But they get it out. Wow. Dempsey comes up, and somehow Glasgow holds on to that ball, but their scrum is under pressure. Just the only reason they're not getting in trouble is Horn is digging the ball out of there very quickly. Counter ruck here by Vilko Low. That ball is kicked down the pitch. It's going to go into touch by George Horn. And we'll come back. So. Here's the line out. Akra Fundameva to throw it in. Successful to Famak. Papier over the middle to Forster. Forster drives forward. Boy, Escom could have gotten in trouble there for side entry. Nordkia does the dummy, continues forward. Glasgow's defense is holding up. Papier digs it out, goes back to the middle to Akra Fundameva. Or is it Wilco Low? Wilco Low. Vilko. Now, Curtly Arnsey dancing on the outside, runs right into a crowd. And he's not released in the tackle. Chris Smith finds Villileroux. That's forward. And on the outside, Aka Fandemev down the sideline, but almost in a touch, Harold Forster. And then still going forward, but the ball's going to be pushed into touch at the 5-meter line. Oh, my goodness. But Villarreal sure looked like a forward pass there. My goodness. Whistle's blowing. They're pushing on Villarreal on the ground. What the hell's going on here? Glasgow's pushing on players who are lying on the ground. It's Villarreal being attacked. Kyle Sten calming things down. Another injury timeout. Good Lord. And this is Grant Stewart now getting treatment. Huh. So, wow. This is bizarre, to say the very least. So, the Bulls had something going there, but didn't quite finish it off again. Need points. They've got a pinched nerve here for Grant Stewart or what, but looks like that might be what's going on. Some physios on the field dealing with him. Funny, every time these players have an injury, they get to have water, but no one else does. And every time we have a stoppage, there's been a Glasgow Warrior player down injured every single whistle. So how did Villarreal? I guess he had the ball. I'm trying to watch this replay and why they started pushing on Villarreal. He's lying on the ground. People just pushing on him. Hanekom pushed Kyle Sten there. So I don't know what's going on here. Still waiting for some movement here. All right, folks. 43 people currently here. So the top 5 will remain the top 5. No one can advance beyond that because the other teams are too low down. The Stormers, 50 points, and no one can catch them in 5th place because Edinburgh's already played. They're at 48, and the other teams are at 44. So the best they could do is 49. It's Connick, Osprey. Cannot get there. So the top 5 are locked. They're not changing. They can change position jockeying with the results this weekend. Elworklow lacing up his boot. 12:37, we'll restart the clock, and from the 5-meter line, it's going to be a kick for Glasgow. Okay, a decent kick there. Let's see what the mark is for the Bulls. 12:50 in the first half, 7-0 Glasgow, courtesy of 2 Bulls mistakes. So we have a Glasgow line out from their 36-meter line, 35-meter line. That didn't look straight, but they got it. George Horan feeds it across the middle. Here comes the ball into the hands of Jack Dempsey. Dempsey tackled. Horan, it's blocked. It's knocked down by Akko Fundameva, and the Bulls have got possession. Fundameva comes in at the scrum half roll. There's Elric Lowe charging down to about the 10-meter line. That's much better. Or 22-meter line, 22-meter line. Yeah. Chris Smith on the outside now. Villarreal in there for the ruck. Papier comes back. The Bulls in business down here around the 22, but Framak can get nowhere. He's gathered and tackled there. Glasgow nearly steals it there. Nice job retaining it. Steenkamp with the carry. Bulls not really getting much space here. Chris Smith comes out here to Forster. Forster back to Smith. That was brilliant. Chris Smith with a dummy. Carries it inside the 22. The Bulls finally get some space there. And now he's tackled to the ground. Papier to Villarreal goes wide. Foster goes over the top to Akko Fundameva, the hooker on the wing. He's flipped over. Oh, that's going to be a penalty. Oh, yeah, that's going to be a tip tackle penalty. Man, that was dangerous. That was dangerous. Lifted him up. And now Kurtley Arnsey's down. So let's see what the TMO says. Yep, TMO will review it and see if it's more. Let's see. Oh, no, that's a card. That was intentional. Kyle Sten drove him into the ground. That's a yellow card at least. That's a card.
Penalty, I wasn't quite sure, so it's a good check. And I just saw the angle now on the screen. Clearly well above the horizontal.
Yep, it's a yellow.
And lands on sort of his shoulder arm area, so a yellow card.
Yep.
Agree.
14.
Yeah, Kyle Sten is out.
14 black.
Yep, that's the right call. Good job by the TMO.
Glasgow Warriors.
There you go. Yep, that is a good decision right there. Oh, yeah, they lifted him way above the horizontal. And Kyle Sten did it and drove him into the ground. So the Bulls will kick it to the corner instead of taking the points. They're going to have a player up, so smart move. Will it be a 5-meter line out? Not quite. 7-meter. Now they need a rolling ball to get these points. Kyle Sten sits out. What was the mark here? Kyle Sten goes out of the game here with a yellow card. Oh, Norkia and Akafundam in the corner. Akafundam gets the try in the corner. That was quick. That was quick. Almost missed it. Line out. One pass. Wow, that was brilliant. Akafundam with the try. That was nice. Very nice. Fundameva goes to Norkia. Norkia, and running around there was Famak, and he dumps it off. And Aka Fundameva is across, and they've got to try. Bulls on the board, but the conversion will not be easy. Conversion will not be easy for the Bulls. Chris Smith's got some work to do here. All right, here we go. Chris Smith for the conversion. He has 363 points this season. Wow, that's pretty good. 30 seconds left on the clock. Flags go up. Nice job by Chris Smith. I remember a couple of years ago when people were telling me Chris Smith was not up to scratch, and I said he is perfectly fine in that fly half role. And look at him. Most accurate kicker in your all season until recently. Now he's number 2. Wow. Just good stuff here. The Bulls had a nice play here. Yep, so Glasgow scored on a trick play, and the Bulls scored on a trick play, and we have a 7-7 contest now, 16:41 into game. It's a new ball game here, folks. From the Highveld, Loftus Versfeld. Ball's kicked deep by Tom Jordan, down about the 5-meter line where Ambrose Papier takes it. He's going to kick it for touch. Let's see how far he gets it. So Glasgow are going to have to try to hold on to the ball now and keep it away from the Bulls while this clock runs down. About 2 minutes already burned off that yellow card. Oh, a decent crowd on that side of the pitch. Okay, not big, but decent. All right, so most important game of the day here, folks. Here's a line out. Grant Stewart throws it in, successful, and Glasgow pulls it out and comes up. There's Tupatolo taken down there. Ball's loose. George Horn feeds it across into Jack Dempsey's hands. Jack Dempsey, boxer, not him. George Horn goes back the opposite way. McKay, and taken down just over midfield. So Glasgow not picking up any space here, but they are retaining possession with a lot of phases. And George Horn kicks it away finally with nothing happening here. That ball's going to go high in the air. And Curtin Aronsay knocks it back into the hands of Sebastian Cancelier, but it's knocked on by Cancelier, picked up by Papier. Papier's got help on this side. Don't kick it away. Oh, my goodness. Why do you kick it away? You had 3 players and 1 defender, and he kicks it back to Glasgow. I do not understand that logic. And Papier up there with McKay tackled at midfield. Why do they do that? They go back the other direction. Does Glasgow has possession now? Tackled by Aka Fundameva. He's having a hell of a game so far for the Bulls. Fundameva rolls away. Ball scoots loose. Bulls come up, and there's Nortkia for the tackle. And the Bulls have stolen it. Aka Fundameva coming on the outside and bounces off of Elric. Aka Fundameva tossed it right into Elric Lowe's chest, his shoulder. He's just inches away. Bad decision there. So it was a penalty. It was not releasing. So the Bulls wound up with a penalty. They could go ahead now. They could take the lead on a kick here. They're going to do that. They're going to kick for the corner. No, they're kicking for the corner. The Bulls want that bonus point. They want space between themselves and Glasgow. Wow. Glasgow with 58 points in the log, sitting in unusual territory, top of the log right now, 12 wins, 3 losses. So another Glasgow player down. Once again, Grant Stewart getting treatment on the pitch. Kids round. I would also worry if I was a worrier as a kid as a sign in the crowd. That's pretty funny. Lots of kids at the game today. Yeah, it's good to see. Young Bulls fans. Hollister, American brand. Yeah, spanning the crowd. A Spider-Man mask out there. So the Bulls have a line out here about 15 meters away in Glasgow territory. Not challenged. They go up. Norkia comes down with it. They're into a maul. Still got that yellow card against Kyle Stain. And here come the Bulls driving forward, driving maul, 5 meters, 4 meters, 3 meters, 2 meters. They're going to cross. They're going to get it. Where's the ball? What? The Bulls left the ball behind. It wasn't in that maul. Villiers Leroux tried to in at the side entry there, so the Bulls, Villiers Leroux tried to go quick tap, but Ben Whitehouse wouldn't let him do it. Villiers Leroux is hungry today. You can see it. So Chris Smith will kick for a 5-meter line out, and the Bulls will try it again. That was weird. With television cameras on the maul, it was a good 12 meters in front of where the ball was. I couldn't see the ball. Let's try to see this again. Here's the replay. And when did the ball come out? There's the ball. Okay. Okay, here we go. 5-meter line out for the Bulls. Going to want to get a try here. Successful from Mock, and they're into a maul, but Glasgow's got more defense this time. It's not going anywhere. Someone better get out of there with the ball soon. Bulls are still, and they go across, run from Mock, but it's going to be held up. Did he get it, or is it held up? I think it's held up. Clearly held up. Well, how about a penalty for what was being done back there a moment ago? So the Bulls don't score. The maul's turning. They keep it in the front. And another Glasgow player down. Gregor Brown now getting treatment. What is with this Glasgow side? Is this intentional? We saw the same thing with the Dragons yesterday. Every time the Dragons getting a break against the Stormers. I mean, somebody take a look at this. This is not normal that every time someone gets treatment. In the past, we watch test matches and they just keep playing unless it's a serious injury. They just keep playing. Why are we not doing that anymore? Stopping this constant stoppage. Only 21 minutes expired now, 40 minutes into the day. The ball's kicked, stays in play. And who's got that? Is it Leroux? Villiers Leroux chases it down. Over midfield, here comes Hanekom. Hanekom, they try to tackle him by the boot, doesn't work. Papier now. Bulls were just inches away from a try. They're all the way back in midfield now. Harold Forster now on the inside, cuts inside the 10-meter line, close, picked up and go. Elric Lowe. Now he got some good pace coming from the Bulls. Akerfanamev over to the middle to Steenekamp. Steenekamp drives forward. And, Kanan Moody with his first carry. He's tackled. Papier thought he had a break there. Villiers Leroux now is wide. He throws it back. Oh, Forster cuts the outside back to Kurtley Arnsey. Arnsey ducks under a tackle. The Bulls down about 15 meters away. Oh, Norkia down to a meter. And a penalty. That's going to be a card, I think. Nope, no card. Boy, I tell you what. Glasgow keeps committing penalties at the try line, stopping the Bulls, and no warning yet. That's 3 penalties down low, and no warning for Ben Whitehouse yet. What's going to happen here? Tap and go. Time off for another Glasgow player down. Murphy Walker. When are they going to be warned? This is unbelievable. So Ben Whitehouse talking to Marco van Staden saying they're trying to, Marco's saying they're slowing the game down with all these injuries. And I've been calling that out for 15 minutes. And Whitehouse says, I don't think they're doing that. Well, bullshit. Every time there's a stoppage of play, they're getting treatment. It's going to be a tap and go from 5 meters. Elric Lowe. Bulls are ready. They shift. Papier does it. They come to the middle. Oh, Forster does a nice job holding on to the ball. They try to strip him. 4 meters. Bulls. Nortkia now. Not being released in the tackle. Papier to Elric Lowe. Cuts back inside. He's got it. Elric Lowe is over. That's a try, baby. That's a try. Yes. It was Hanekom, not Elric Lowe. Cameron Hanekom with the try. And the Bulls are over. And Kyle Staines' penalty is proving to be quite costly for Glasgow at the moment. Cameron Hanekom with the try. Cameron Hanekom with the try. Wow. This should be an easy conversion for Chris Smith. 12-7 is the lead. Yellow card. Still got time on it. But not much time left on the yellow card. Should be about 50 seconds if I've got it measured correctly. So Ben Whitehouse does need to be more cognizant of that every single time. Now, notice nobody's injured now. In the conversion, Chris Smith puts it through, and it's 14-7. Bulls over Glasgow. So Stain isn't back on the pitch for this restart. 64 people currently here. Be sure to hit that like button, folks. We really appreciate that. Up to 31 likes. Only takes a moment of your time.
That was easy.
Yeah, piece of cake. Piece of cake. All right. 24 minutes, 50 seconds. What's with nose rings? I still never understood that. People like to look like cattle. I suppose it makes sense when you're a Bulls fan. To have a nose ring, look like a head of cattle. Cal Stan's back in the game now, 25 minutes. Restart inside the 22, taken by Elric Lowe. Elric Lowe up over the 22, still going. Driving forward. Ambrose Papier digs it out into the hands of Vilko Lowe. Vilko Lowe is taken forward. Ruck formed inside the 22. Chris Smith kicks it high into the air. It's got to stay in play because it was taken back. All offsides. Look at the Bulls, man. What a stupid penalty. What a stupid, ill-disciplined penalty. 9 of 15 players clearly offsides there. And wow. My goodness. What a stupid, stupid penalty. Lazy, ill-disciplined play. These are professional rugby players who get paid a living to play the game. And they're like 9-year-old schoolboys out there completely offside. Well, 6-meter line out now for Glasgow. Got to be careful for the short one. This time, Kane Moody's ready. George Horn is short. Literally. Oh, it's tipped in the air by Elric Lowe, but it's a knock-on. So Glasgow has the ball. They're playing knock-on advantage. They get it down about 7 meters away in the middle of the pitch. George Horn goes wide. Tuputlolu taken down over there. Advantage for the knock-on is over, so there's no advantage now. Ben Whitehouse very clear to players. No longer playing a knock-on advantage. George Horn brings it back to the center. Up comes Hanekom for the tackle. George Horn comes wide to Tuputlolu again, and Tupulotu runs right into Tom Jordan's got a crowd around him. The ball's dug out by George Horn. And they're back to the 22 now. Glasgow going backwards at the moment. Oh, the ball left on the pitch. It's a bad pass. McKay tries to get it. He's tackled. Bulls come forward. Rory Darge goes down. There's the tackle. Jamie Body with a carry. And Glasgow is well clear of the 22 now. Now Kyle Sten cuts in, trying to get back to the 22. Unsuccessful. Glasgow now. George Horn back to the center. They're driven back. The Bulls defense is looking strong at the moment. Rory Darge hands it off to McKay. McKay is tackled. The Bulls are there every time. Still not back to the 22. George Horn does a little trick inside to Kyle Sten. He's taken down. Now they're approaching the 22 again, into the hands of Gregor Brown. Another one of the fake injuries. Oh, there's an advantage. Advantage against the Bulls. Playing the ball on his knee. I don't know if that's against Marco or Akker van der Merwe. It must have been against Marco van Staden. So this is a makeable kick outside the 22. Glasgow getting no progress here. They're going to go for the points. Boy, 1-3. I'll tell you what, folks. This does not bode well for Glasgow in the second half. We're only 28 minutes into the game, and multiple Glasgow players are gassed. They're bending over. They're on their knees. They're sucking for oxygen in the altitude. This is not good for Glasgow, and I'm loving it. So, come second half, the Bulls ought to be able to roll right over top of them. So where's the penalty here? Okay, there he went off his foot. Oh, barely. Oh, that's a cheap penalty against Marco van Staden. We didn't even see his knee actually hit the ground. So they're going to go for the points. 28-51. Bulls leading 14-7 against the top-ranked team at the moment. George Horn, 289 points. Career points, not season points. So that's good. So the TMO's having a conversation with Ben Whitehouse about Marco van Staden pushing it close to getting himself a card there on that counter ruck. Wow. So Marco van Staden will be getting a lot of attention now. Somebody needs to go tell him now. It's just gassed. Look at these Glasgow players are gassed. We can't afford a yellow card here. Marco van Staden needs to be careful. Inside the 22, right down Hollywood and Vine, taken by McKay. Forster and Papio there for the tackle. Well short of the 22. Ball's lying on the ground. Counter ruck from the Bulls. Not successful. George Horn adjusting his ruck. George Horn, 14-10 is the count right now. That ball's kicked high into the air. It's going to find touch. It'll be a Bulls line out. George Horn looks like the player who's the fittest out there for Glasgow. If the Bulls finished the game right now like this, they would come in second place in the log. So line out successful. Over the middle, here comes Creel, his first touch. And taken by Marco van Staden. He's driving forward. They try to strip him, Rory Darge, but he gets down close to 22, holds on to it. Oh, that was a Glasgow player offside there in the way. And his kick forward was for Kane and Moody, but Curtly Ironsay kicks it into touch. Oh, yeah, they're trying to say it was a knock-on back there. Good call by Ben Whitehouse. The ball was ripped by Glasgow and went right into the arms of Marco. So that was not a... Oh, we got two substitutions here. Xander Fagerson comes in. That front row is not getting it done. And Macbeth comes in for body. Wow. Nathan Macbeth and Xander Fagerson come into the game. That front row is inconsistent. Wow, that's definitely not a sign of confidence in your players. Oh, the whole front row. Johnny Matthews is also entering the game. Wow. Glasgow replaced the entire front row just 30 minutes into the game. Wow. Wow. 31:04 changed. Wow. That's huge. Huge change there. Glasgow's head coach making some big changes. Okay. So Glasgow line out 10 meters from their try line. And this will be Macbeth throwing it in. Stolen by the Bulls in the air. Well done. Vermaak steals that, and the Bulls have it. Here they come. Let's go. Driving forward, Akker van der Merwe. The Bulls in the middle of the pitch. Here comes Marco van Staden, goes forward. Down to 5 meters, places the ball, and Eskom puts him in good position here. Gerhard Steenekamp, he's met by offsides. Glasgow players every time they're offside. And that ball's dropped. Who dropped it? But Glasgow was offside every time. Heineken dropped the ball. Couldn't hold on to it. Got excited there. Thought we'd get another try here very quickly before halftime, but no dice. It was nicely done by Ruan Vermaak in that line out. Brilliant job stealing it. But Heineken just took his eyes off the ball, went right through his fingers. Man. So it'll be a scrum for Glasgow. Current win prediction by Elixir is Bulls 69%, a 2% chance of a draw, and 29% chance for Glasgow to win at this stage. Crouch. Bind. Going to reset this here. Ben Whitehouse out there adjusting the scrum. Wow, folks, this is an interesting game. It's the top game of the day, no doubt about it. Most important one, certainly in the standings. Yep. The Bulls, if they won right now, they'd be at 55 points. They'd be in second place over Leinster and Munster. But they still have to play games. Set! And this thing goes down, and the Bulls win a penalty 8 meters away from the post. They can go. What is Elric Lowe upset about? He's like, this is another penalty down close. Straight to the knees on engagement. So they're going to take the 3 points on offer. These are gimme points. Yep, they're going to take the points. Yeah, smart move. Yep, these are gimme points, so you take them. Wow, that's a gift right there. Just take the points. Wow. Straight to the knees was Glasgow. Yep. So, 33-29 in the first half, and Chris Smith right in front of the post. Little cart zooming off the pitch there. It brings out the T. Remote controlled cars. So, this will take us out to about 35 minutes by the time we get back to action after this. 33 minutes, 46 seconds. Chris Smith, his 53rd appearance. Here's the kick. He's got it. 17-10 is the lead. Bulls up 17-10 now. 17-10. All right, good deal. There you go. 17-10 Bulls over Glasgow. Approaching halftime, folks, in a triple header today. Here's the restart by Tom Jordan. Ball's going to go inside to 22, taken by Papier down there. Hill. It's charged down by Glasgow, but caught by Heineken. He gets it back to Chris Smith. Chris Smith is going to kick it and clear it. And he does a nice job finding touch. Wow. That was almost disastrous. Glasgow chased it down. Wow, that was living dangerously were the Bulls. And they're lucky to escape there. Chris Smith gets a good clearance kick. My goodness. What a jump. Was it Kyle Sten who chased it down? It went right into the arms of Heineken. And Heineken feeds it back to Chris Smith. Wow, that was... So they go short again. Good line out for Glasgow. Here they come on the outside. Inside the 10-meter line. George Horn feeds it to the outside. Tupatolo hands it back to Jordan. Jordan is tackled. And Glasgow still driving forward, rolling on the ground. No call for that. Whoa! Marco van Staden with a big hit, but he didn't quite hit the target. As Xander Fagerson carried. Vermaak with a tackle against Johnny Matthews. Oh, they kick it forward. Ball's bouncing inside of 22. Who's going to get there? And Villy DeRue gets there, and he's taken out in touch. Villy DeRue tackled in touch. Villy DeRue did a good job to save us from disaster there by kicking that thing into touch. But quite frankly, as close as he was to the line, he could have just ran into touch. But Villy DeRue gets tackled there. So Glasgow picks up a lot of territory on that kick. Good exchange for them. Whistle. Whistle blowing here. Ben Whitehouse trying to figure out how many people were in the line out from Glasgow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. And it's stolen again by the Bulls. Papier has it. Here comes Cameron Heineken now. Boy, the Bulls have stolen 2 lineouts in a row here. It's a disaster for Glasgow. Bulls need to take advantage of this, but they are going to kick it away with a box kick here. So Papier kicks it. That's going to go past midfield and taken just in play up there. Kyle Sten avoids a tackle of Creel, but he's taken down by Akafandabev at midfield. Going to the wide side now. Tackle over there by Hannekam. George Horn dancing around Bulls players. He doesn't know. Oh, what is this? They let him just run with it. And it's knocked on by Glasgow, picked up by the Bulls. This is a bizarre situation. Chris Smith with the ball now. The Bulls have it. That was just ugly. George Horn was running around unmolested, and he finally turned the ball over. The Bulls go wide. Curtly Arnsey's on the loose. He's up the pitch. He's got help. He's on his own. Curtly Arnsey, 22, still going. He's got help. He throws it off to Ulrich Lowe. Try Bulls. Try Bulls. Unbelievable. Curtly Arnsey is on the loose. The goose is on the loose. Oh, my goodness. The crowd going wild. Curtly Arnsey gets it done again. Great support running. My goodness. Curtly Arnsey just took off and went up the pitch, running around one player another. Papier got knocked down from behind. Arnsey, as he's tackled inside the 22, finds Ulrich Lowe with a brilliant pass. Creel was there, and Villy LaRue was on the outside. Tupatolo tried to make the tackle. Man, oh man, oh man. Wow. That's incredible. Man, oh man, that was exciting. Chris Smith now should be an easy conversion. And it is 24-10 now. Bulls go up with a minute and a half left in the first half. Wow. Given how gassed Glasgow is. Oof. Giovanni San Giorgio, welcome from Cape Town. Man, oh man, Ulrich Lowe reaches out. Boom. Not to be denied. We're down the final minute now before the Hooter. Here's the restart. It's going to be inside the 22. Ulrich Lowe has the ball. Charges up. Not quite to the 22. Tackled there by Matt Fagerson. Papier trying to dig it out of that ruck. Papier kicks it away. It's up to midfield, taken by McKay. Arnsey trying to chase him down. And Marco van Staden gets him, but not held in the tackle. He gets up and goes again, taken down the 10-meter line. This time by Steenekamp. Ball comes wide. Tupatolo, into the hands of Stafford McDowell. We haven't been calling his number. Nearly stolen by the Bulls. Harold Forster there. He's having a quiet but good game into the hands of Xander Fagerson. Scotland national drive. Ooh, a little pushing and shoving going out there. There goes the Hooter. 40 minutes. Ball going wide. Bulls don't want to give up any points here late in the first half because they've got Glasgow running out of gas here. The high veld and the temperature having their effects on the team from the land of sheep and mountains. George Horn feeds it to the near side. Jordan kicks it forward, and it's going to go into touch. It'll be a Bulls line out. But the Hooter is sounded, so that's the end of the half. Woo, 24-10, Bulls on top at halftime. And in really good position to get themselves a bonus point here. So it is halftime, folks. Wow, what a first half here. A lot more exciting than the games yesterday, first half. That first half yesterday with the Stormers was very disappointing. Much more impressive here today. Of course, the South African sides typically have a big home side advantage in South Africa. Cape Town just because it's Cape Town. And in Pretoria and Joburg because it is the high veld and the altitude does affect these sea level based teams. Although Glasgow, yeah, it's almost at sea level. It's not a little bit above sea level. So, wow. Well, folks, that's a pretty interesting first half. We're at halftime here now with the Bulls out in front, 24-10. It's a good result after that first half. Let me just check my Super Brew here. My Super Brew was ruined last night by my former favorite club there from Atlanta in Major League Rugby, who moved to LA, so I don't follow them anymore. Winning a game 29-26. I had Dallas winning that game. Otherwise, I would have had a perfect Super Brew last night. Right now, I have the Bulls winning by 5. They're up by 14, so that gives me an advantage. But it is halftime at Loftus Versfeld. The only URC match currently underway right now, folks. The only match underway. After this, at 10 o'clock, there are 2 games. That's 4 p.m. South Africa time. Scarlets are hosting Ulster. And then we have the Sharks hosting Benetton. That game will be live right here on Rugby Ascendant. Tune in for that. The Sharks, whose season is over in 13th place against Benetton, currently out of the playoff contention, sitting in 9th place after the recent results. But in first place, Glasgow, who are getting beaten here, leading 58 points on the log. Leinster in second place, 54 points. Munster third, 53. The Bulls currently with 51, but a bonus point victory take them to 56 and into second place. Just a victory would take them there. The Stormers did their business yesterday. That sounds like I'm talking about a family pet. Did their business. The Stormers took care of business yesterday and are now 10 wins, 6 losses, 10 bonus points, and they're sitting at 50 points on the log. Very good result yesterday, despite an abysmal performance for 50 minutes in that game, and arguably not even a very good performance for 70 minutes. But the last 10 minutes were just lights out. Stormers just all over it last night, destroying the Dragons in the end. Edinburgh with a big win over Zebra Parma. They needed Zebra Parma at that time. So Edinburgh with 11 wins, but only 4 bonus points, moves up to 6th position. Behind them are Connacht and Ulster and Benetton, all three of those teams in striking distance here. So lots of permutations possible. If Connacht wins, they go to 48 points. They get a bonus. They'll jump ahead of Edinburgh. That would put them in 6th place and push Edinburgh down. Ulster at 44 points could do the same. Both of them can get bonus point wins. Actually, let's see who's playing who before I make that claim here. Yeah, Connacht is playing Munster and Ulster. Yeah, so they both could do that. And then push Edinburgh down to 8th position. Benetton could also win the bonus point over the Sharks, and they could move up to 49. That would push Edinburgh back out of playoff contention. Highly unlikely that Connacht, Ulster, and Benetton will all have a bonus point victory in play yet to be finished today, to be completed. But if they did, they would push Edinburgh back out of playoff contention. How frustrating would that be? Of course, Edinburgh has 11 wins, which is actually the second most wins of the season, but they find themselves in 6th position. That's because of those bonus points, folks. You've got to get those bonus points. If you lose, you've got to finish within 7 points to get a bonus point. If you win a game, you need to get 4 tries in every game so you get that bonus point. Otherwise, it hurts. It hurts. And Edinburgh only have 4 bonus points. It's the lowest. Let me see how far you get on the log before you... The only other team with just 4 bonus points is the 15th place Dragons. They only have 4 bonus points. Even the Scarlets have 5. Zebra Parma in last place has 9 bonus points. Yeah, that's an abysmal number. So that's killing. The other thing is killing. Benetton only has 6 instead of having double digits. If they had 10, they would be at 48 right now. Benetton would be at 48, and they would be in 7th place. Yep, in playoff contention. But that's how the cookie crumbles, and that's the situation in URC. So... exciting stuff there, folks. Don't know about you all, but I find rugby union to be quite enthralling. And we've got 3 rule changes coming up for the summer test series. They've got the crocodile roll is banned. The DuPont rule is going into effect. And the final thing is they're changing the way scrums are done. So that's intentional. It's meant to cripple the Springboks because South Africa is just too good, and World Rugby cannot have South Africa winning all the time. That's my take on it. Oh, my goodness. So there are 2,399,929 people in Super Brew. That's 93,000 more Super Brew players than there are people living in Lesotho. That's a useless statistic and information, but I'm sure you enjoyed it just the same. Let me get to the chat and say hello to everybody here. And who we got in the chat? Okay, so from the very beginning, we had Hendo was here, Gypsy Backpackers, Ryan Wallace, predictions. Oh, sorry, Ryan, I did not see that earlier. Apologize, busy commenting. My prediction was in Super Brew. I picked the Bulls by 5, so I haven't changed that. So, yeah, there you go. So, Sue Walsh, welcome to you. Johan de Bruin. Hendo, who else we got here? Chris Marie's here. Good to see Chris Marie. Zenda Noah's back again from yesterday. Good to see you, Zenda. And whom else we got there? Garrett Gilch is in from Somerset West. Yes, Ryan, another stoppage. That's right. It's endless stoppage. Ben Whitehouse needs to police that up. It's pretty clear that Glasgow is trying to slow the game down by doing that. Neil Akers is here. Scoreboard looks good so far. Okay, that was a bit ago. And Vikas Engelbrecht, welcome to you. Whom else can we see here? Giovanni San Giorgio, I saw him earlier. Welcome to you. Brian Lawrenson's here. And what else? Neil says. Oh, Neil, yes, Hendo is a Stormers supporter. Need a half a miracle. Crazy. What's this? My Super Brew's doing well. Hey, 50 likes now. That's pretty cool. We're getting some good numbers there. Thank you all for that. I do appreciate it. We're not really getting the numbers we got yesterday. We really got some great numbers for the Stormers. It just shows you that the Bulls aren't nearly as popular as the Stormers are. Yeah. So, it's a shame. This is the big game of the weekend. Yesterday should have just been a nothing burger, but it turned out to be a heck of a game, folks. A heck of a game. What's my notification here? Oh, okay, I know that. Super Brew. I was looking at that. I have an invitation from somebody. What's this? Oh, okay. All right. Oh, that's T20. Oh, man. No. No, that's for cricket. I don't want cricket. I don't follow cricket. So I'll give you the rest of my picks. I've got the Benetton by 5 over the Sharks. Ulster by 8 over the Scarlets. Lions by 9 over Cardiff. Munster by 5 over Connacht. Leinster by 9 over the Ospreys. And then in Major League Rugby, I've got Seattle by 6 over New Orleans. Chicago by 7 over Old Glory, DC. And Utah by 4 over the Sharks from Miami. So those are my predictions in Major League Rugby, in case you're curious. Anyway, so, all right. What else you got? PGA, I'm not doing that. Next week in Edinburgh and Munster. What's going to be a big one for Edinburgh? Right. Anyway, live and results. So, yeah, interesting first half. Major League Rugby, for those who don't know, is on tap this year. I have to say I've not really followed the game this year. I've reported on it in the past, done a lot of effort to try to promote the game, but not really get much love from the Major League Rugby, so I've not had time to focus on it this season. Maybe we'll get back to it at some point, but that has not been my approach of late. So anyway, all right. So Stormers are the team. The what team? The team? Yeah, no, they are, Neil. But we just don't get the support for the Bulls that we get for the Stormers. When we have a Stormers-Bulls game, I get huge audiences there. I mean, I've had 10,000, 15,000 show up for that game in the past, which is pretty cool. But again, for those looking at my bookshelves, there are 3 Easter eggs. I don't know if you can identify those Easter eggs, but there are 3 Easter eggs back there. 3 things I put back up. 1 is a gift from somebody, and 2 others are from travel to Rugby World Cups. There's your hints that you figured out. Let's take a look at something else here very quickly here. Okay. Yeah. Well, that one hasn't done very well. That's a shame. Huh. Have we got any more subscribers here? I got a couple more. Let's take a look at the analytics here. And, okay, we started at 60. We've picked up 3 subscribers. Not a lot. Not a lot for the Bulls. Anyway, still working on it, though. Anyway, 70-plus people here. Thanks for being here, folks. Really do appreciate it. Lots to come still today in this triple header. And that first half, I got to tell you, Cameron Hannacum is having a heck of a game. Hannacum, Elric Lowe, Kurtley Arnsey, all having brilliant games. Let me just make some notes of that right now so I don't forget. So we've got Cameron Hannacum having a game, Elric Lowe having a great game. The forwards are doing really well here. And then we've got Kurtley Arnsey also having a very good game. Yeah, Papier, I think, is doing a pretty good job at scrum half so far. Those guys are really lights out, killing it. And the Bulls have a huge advantage here because of the altitude and the weather, which has taken a toll on Glasgow pretty heavily in the first half. Gasping for air and bent over at the knees, grabbing their hips, taking a knee. Every time there's a stoppage of play, there's an injury. It's getting a bit suspicious. Glasgow, every single time. If it happens in the second half, then Ben Whitehouse needs to start blowing whistles and hand out yellow cards because it's a clear effort to slow the game down here. Anyway, he says he's aware of it, but I'm not entirely sure he is aware of it. Yep. Kiwi Lads and Rugby Guru are streaming the game as well. That's why. That's why what? Kiwi Lads, okay. Kiwi Lads and Rugby Guru. I don't know those guys. Hang on. Okay. Kiwi Lads. Let's see what they've got. I never look at their sites. It's another channel. Kiwi Lads. Okay. Yeah, they got 119 watching. Okay. And then what's the other one? Kiwi Lads and Rugby Guru. Rugby Guru. Okay. Rugby Guru. The Rugby League Guru. There's the Rugby Guru. Wow, he's got 220 watching. Wow, I had no idea. Let's chime in and see what that sounds like after the advert finishes playing. He's got 15,000 subscribers. There's not even anybody there. What the hell is that? There's not even anybody there. He's not a guy's even talking at halftime. He's got 119 people watching. Well, that's pretty sad. That's pretty sad. And the Kiwi Lads. And they got 46,000. Well, I'll stack my numbers up, guys. I mean, I've got 4,000 subscribers, and we're doing okay. Woke wankers. Yep. Yep, nothing woke here. Just a genuine, honest, conservative patriot who gets it all done. All right, coming back out of the locker now. It's almost halftime over here. And the Bulls coming back out. So the Bulls should be able to finish this game, but we'll see what happens in the second half. Glasgow sucking for oxygen in that first half. Let's see how it goes. Caden Moody, almost a non-factor in this game. Villas Rouge had some good moments in the game. Glasgow looking gassed even after a 20-minute break at halftime, coming out on the pitch now. So here we go. From Loftus, second half action now. Tom Jordan will launch this thing. The Bulls will take the kick. Whistle blows from Ben Whitehouse. Here's the kick. Inside the 22, taken deep by Elric Lowe. And he's out towards the 22, but not quite there. Tackled. Papier over to Steenekamp. Steenekamp carries the ball in the middle. Ruck is formed. Papier is going to loose this back for a clearance kick to Chris Smith. No, it's to Villy LaRue with the left boot. Villy sends it from inside the 22 looking for touch. He finds it. And it'll be a line out. That's a good kick, good clearance kick by Villy LaRue. So there's a bit of warning going on here to one of the sides. I can't hear who it is, Ben Whitehouse. It'll be a line out for Glasgow at the Bulls' 43-meter line, and the shadows beginning to creep in on that side of the pitch, just on the field. They go deep and nearly stolen by Ron Narkia, but they come away with it. Glasgow now. Tom Jordan over to the middle. And Jack Dempsey with a carry. He's tackled over there by Hannekam. They come back to the middle. Ball's being dangerously handled here, but Tupatolo carried, and he's tackled. Just in Bulls territory. So George Horn sends it back the other direction. Tackle made there. Steenekamp, nearly chased down by. Here's the kick high into the air, and Curtly Arndt can't get it, but Papier gets it, and Villy LaRue kicks it forward, but that's got to stay in play. It does. Just over midfield, taken over there by Tom Jordan. He sends it over to McKay. McKay dancing around looking for space. Nearly stripped by Hannekam. And he tackles him at midfield. Horn brings it back this way. The ball bounces on the turf. Villy LaRue is charging down him. Overruns the play, but the tackle is made there as he got help from other Bulls players, including Hannekam. And a turnover for not releasing the ball. The Bulls in a kickable position, or will they go for the corner and try to get that fourth try for a bonus point here early in the second half? 1 minute, 50 seconds gone on the clock. And the whistle's blowing here. What's the whistle blowing for? Villy LaRue made all of that happen, rushing up and chasing that ball down. That was brilliant. But in the end, Cameron Hannekam gets the steal when they're not releasing penalty. My goodness. So what are they doing? They're kicking a touch. Chris Smith trying to shield his eyes there as the shadows creep in down here. All right, going to be about a 10-meter line out for the Bulls. Going to go for that bonus point here early. Villy LaRue overran Stafford McDowell, but he had lots of help as Hannekam showed up there, and Steenekamp was also there. Brilliant stuff. All a result of Vili Leroux's energy there. Bulls line out. Need a good line out here. They have it. Nortkia unchallenged into a maul, but it's being driven backwards by Glasgow. So Akafanameva digs it out. Papier over to the middle. Into the hands of Harold Forster. He spins. Still going forward. Rory Darge finally brings him down. Papier comes away with it. Elric Lowe driving forward now as we get closer to the shadows over here on the near side. The Bulls place the ball. Pick and go. That was a weird situation. Who's got the ball now? The Bulls still have it. Papier digging out of a very big pile of men out there. And Elric Lowe driving forward. Boy, they keep grabbing around the neck, man. So the Bulls need to get away from there. Framak over to Akafanameva. Fundameva driving 5 meters, 4 meters. Tackle down there. Papier trying to get to the ball. He does. The Bulls on the front foot here. They need a try here to get that bonus point. And we've got a penalty of some sort here. Neck roll by the Bulls. How about all the neck rolls we just saw as they tackled Bulls players in the ruck? Well, that's messed up. That's messed up. Neck roll at the ruck. Well, there were lots of neck rolls at the ruck. Oh, Kurt Arnsey down with that left shin again. It's the second time he's been treated for it. But Curtly Arnsey's down for an injury, and we don't stop the clock. The clock is still running. But every time Glasgow gets injured, they stop the clock. Wow. So, who's got the blood injury now? So, let's see. Oh, there it is. Marco van Staden with the neck roll. Yep, that's very clear. But that was much earlier. I don't know why he didn't blow the whistle then. It must have been the TMO that told him about it. So, we've got a Bulls player down now. I guess they're doing the same thing Glasgow is doing. Oh, this is a blood injury to Marco van Staden. Oh, he's got a big gash on his cheek. Wow, that's not going to stop bleeding. He's going to have to go out. So Marco van Staden goes out for a bloodbend change. Who's going to come in for him? Nizam Kar. It is Nizam Kar. Nizam Kar enters the game for Marco van Staden, who leaves for a bloodbend. What a gash there. So it's a line out for Glasgow from the 10-meter line, folks. That ball comes loose. The Bulls have it. Akafanameva to Hanekom to Nizam Kar, who just came in the game, picks up about 10 meters. Papier gets over there. Nortkia driving through. Johnny Matthews with a tackle. Akafanameva playing scrum half again to Hanekom. He cuts back the other way around the official. Finds some space. Hanekom still going. Feeds it back to Elric Lowe inside the 22 with the Bulls now. Papier. Ambrose Papier over to Vilko Lowe. He drives forward. Jack Dempsey with a tackle. Papier goes wide on the outside. Elric Lowe feeds it. Oh no, Nizam Kar. Vili Leroux to Caden Moody. And the Bulls will get the bonus point. And Caden Moody runs right under the post and gets the try. There's the bonus point for the Bulls. Vili Leroux set that up. Brilliant teamwork by the Bulls to get that try. And Caden Moody gets the points, his 18th career try. Wow. Nizam Kar with a great contribution just coming in the game there. And Vili Leroux with that critical pass at the end and assist. And it's 29-10. Easy kick here for Chris Smith. Should be. Wow. Man, oh man, oh man. Bulls just tore them up right there. Flags go up 31-10. What is Neil upset about? Are you pulling for Glasgow, Neil? Yeah, Moody does the right thing here and brings it right over in front, right under the post, because he was all the way out on the wing by the corner there, and rather than make a difficult kick, he makes it easy for his teammate. That's what you should do. Here's the restart inside the 22. Elric Lowe gets it. Williamson comes in for Brown. Fenter's in for Fagerson. Fenter, the TMO overruled. So Henko Fenter comes in for, was it Williamson? Who does he come in for? I don't recall who it was. So he's in the game now, Henko Fenter. So the penalty is overturned here and given to the Bulls. Somebody dove into the ruck there. So it's from the 22. So the Bulls win a penalty. They're going to kick it down the pitch. And it's going to be a Bulls line out from about the 44-meter line the other direction here. So bonus point would take the Bulls out to 56 point on a log now, and they'd be in second place. Glasgow's still ahead of them, though. Go deep, and they've got it. Oh, man, that was a long pass. Harold Forster, nicely done over the middle, about the 10-meter line. Here comes Papier de Nortkia, who's also making big contributions this game, the team captain. And Steenekamp now on the outside, driving forward, runs into Xander Fagerson. And Papier cuts back the other way. He's got something going, kicks it forward, but it's going to go into touch. Not a very good kick there. Good idea, but not good execution. Whistle blows. Let's go. Let's go. Glasgow slowing the game down again. Having little team huddles here. They are gassed. Here's the line out. Not challenged by the Bulls. They come away with it. Glasgow with the ball for the first time in some time here. Jack Dempsey with the carry. George Horn goes back to the short side of the field. Oh, there's a neck roll right there. Vermaak grabs around the neck. But no call. Glasgow trying to get something going here. Approaching the 50-minute mark. Trailing by 3 converted tries. 31-10. Bulls out in front here at Loftus. George Horn digs it out. Oh, there's a neck roll there. Neck tackle there. High tackle. Papier to Vermaak. Vermaak to Villeroux. Villeroux to Kurtley Arnse, who dances through the middle, runs into a crowd, is tackled. Papier with the ball. Chris Smith, kicks, but it bounces right into Villeroux's hands off the player's legs. Nizam Carr on the outside. He's got help, but he carries forward himself. Nizam Carr places the ball. Papier now. Back. Oh, man. Ruan Vermaak with a big carry there. Chris Smith kicks it down the pitch. Going to bounce inside the 22. It might, it goes into the try zone. And it rolls all the way out. Oh, man. That's a tough break. That was a little grubby kick there and a tough break. Scrum called. Tough break. Chris Smith, that ball just, he had the right idea. It really kept going. Over the 50-minute mark now. John and Anelda Lucas back in from Namibia. Hey, hoe gaan dit? Yep. So we've got the bonus point here. The Bulls are on bonus point here. With all those tries. 4 tries. Kids dancing in the stands. It's good to see all these kids out during the game. That's a good sign for rugby. Get more people coming out. Bind. Set. Johan Robela comes into the game for Van der Merwe. Oh, Glasgow with a big carry forward here. Oh, nice carry there by Rory Darge, bouncing off of Bulls players. They're down to the 22. Glasgow comes back with the ball. Stafford McDowell inside the 22. George Horn digs it out. Rory Darge now with the carry, and he's met by Creel, who makes the tackle. They go wide and throw it away. They're trying to reach Kyle Sten, and Glasgow overthrows him, goes into touch. Wow. Way overthrew Glasgow, overthrew that. Kyle Sten jumped high as he could and went over his fingertips. So to be the Bulls' ball. Tom Jordan, who was the one that launched that ball. So we got a stoppage to play again. Another Glasgow player's injured. But now we're back to action. Never did stop the clock, though. They go deep, and it goes to Elric Lowe. So Herbala in there at the hooker position now. Call to use it once. Use it, and Papier digs it out. He kicks it forward. Box kick goes up to about midfield. Taken there by Kyle Sten. Met by Kirtley Arnsey, who takes him down. Brilliant defense by Kirtley Arnsey. Jordan, Tuputolo. McDowell driven backwards by Creel and tackled there. David Creel. Oh, a big hit by Steenkamp. Takes down another Glasgow player. Glasgow's going backwards again. That ball bounced off a Bulls player. Picked up by Creel. Creel's dancing. He gets it back to Norkia. Norkia's on the loose. He goes what? Oh, Papier dropped it. Oh, Ambrose Papier had it. Clean field all the way back. Oh, he had a try in his grasp and he dropped the ball. Dang. Man, the Bulls defense is swarming like bees right now, though. But, man, Ambrose Papier had a try in his hands. Glasgow saved from total disaster there by a drop ball. Herbla with the tackle. They go wide. McKay sends it out there. Tuputlola now. And Tuputlola goes on the wide side. And once again, Creel is over there with a tackle. Glasgow can't pick up any space at the moment. The Bulls are really on top of everything. Another nice tackle. They dump it back. Uh-oh. Now the Glasgow breaks again. A line break. Rory Darge. Big line break. Taken down there by Willie LaRue. Stops the charge. And a penalty for being off the feet. Oh, Glasgow's making mistake after mistake now. Oh, my goodness. That's high. George Horn says, hey, man, high, that's high. Let's see the replay if it was high. George Horn thinks he got tackled high. So it was Johnny Matthews off his feet. Clock is still rolling, but Glasgow is gassed. Look at Rory Darge, man. Looks like he's in pain, just breathing, sucking for oxygen. Looks like a geriatric ward here. Oxygen tanks. 55 minutes off the clock now. And the Bulls will kick this for territory. Chris Smith finds touch. Yeah, let's see what comes up now. Let's see this play with Papier. Oh, man. He had 18 meters to go and no one there to stop him. If he'd held onto it. My goodness. That was the replay. Oh, that's why he wants to say it's high. Nizam Carr. So Ben Whitehouse is complaining that he's not being told about substitutions. I didn't see any substitutions. 7 and 9. Okay, that's what it is. Let's see who's coming out. Who's being replaced? 7 and 9. Nizam Carr is out, and Marco van Staden is back in. Rory Darge is out. Johan Gerbelaar. Papier. Forster, Smith, Kirtley Arnsey, getting something out of nothing there. Nordkia. Oh, he dumps it off to Steenkamp. This clever little offload there. An advantage the Bulls are playing now for being off their feet again. Glasgow's getting lazy as they run out of gas. Kick forward. Going to come back. Yep, that ball was kicked forward there, but it was through somebody's hands. Hands on the ground. So the Bulls will kick to the corner here, no doubt, and try to run up the score. No, they're going for the post. I'll be darned. Wow. I guess because it's 3 points easy right in front, plus kills more time on the clock. Well, boy, I'll tell you, folks. Gerardus Brits, I just hope the Bulls extend their points difference. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for here. More and more points. Chris Smith, he's had a good day thus far. And it's through, 34-10. Bulls out in front of Glasgow. A lot of work to be done here for Glasgow. If they want a bonus point, they need 3 tries. And that's all. Unless the Bulls collapse here, they should be able to keep them from that bonus point with just 23 minutes remaining. 22 and a half, I should say. That ball goes inside the 22. Elric Lowe, once again, he has it. Comes charging up. Not quite to the 22. Papier to dig it out for the Bulls. Call to use it. Oh, nearly charged down. That was nicely done by Glasgow. I think it was touched. Ball bounces backwards, and Papier gets it himself. Jamie Doby's in for 50-22. Will they get it? They got it! They got a 50-22! Whoa! Wow, Villy LaRue with a brilliant kick. Absolutely brilliant kick by Villy LaRue. Man, oh man. It's a 22-22. Oh, man. 50-22. Gerbelaar to throw it in. He gets it to Nortkia. Nortkia, they're into them all, are the Bulls. Gerbelaar brings it out. Papier over the middle. Here he comes. He gets it into Creel's head. Creel finds space up the middle. Oh, and he throws it forward. And it's knocked on. Oh, it was for Villy LaRue. He should have held on to it. Desperation throw. He's just a couple meters away from another try. Was Creel. Ah, shame. My goodness. Oh, man, that was exciting. So the Bulls get another line out after that clearance kick. 30 meters away. Gerbelaar throws it in. Famak. Papier over to Chris Smith, who dumps it off to Creel. Creel back to Escom. Marco van Staden driving to the 22. Picked up, carried forward. Balls of L. Hanekem's out. Vermaak to Steenkamp. Steenkamp. Papier picks it out of the ruck. Chris Smith finds space on the outside. Oh, they got him by the boot. He tripped. Oh, he could have had a try there. Tackle. 5 meters out. We're going to come back for something. What do we got? Something happened back here. I didn't see what it was. 10 was never onside. Oh, but man, Chris Smith, his boot got tripped up there. Otherwise, he could have got, they're going to go for the post again. Wow. Bulls going for the penalty conversion again here. 20 minutes remain in this one, folks. Kids got their shirts off in the stands dancing around. Another easy penalty conversion here. Glasgow's gassed. It's the worst possible outcome for Glasgow, losing and not able to get a bonus point. There was still time left in this game. Chris Smith, career point total keeps creeping up there. Had a heck of a game thus far. It's good. 37-10 now. Well, for me right now, Elric Lowe is high up there for man of the match. Cameron Hanneken also. People finally saw themselves on camera. Here's the restart inside the 22. Taken there by Elric Lowe again, driving forward over the 22. Ambrose Papier. McKay at midfield. Devin Williams has entered the game for the Bulls. Jordan carries over. Marco van Staden. The ball is lofted up in the air, and it's taken by the Glasgow side. All the confusion, they get down to the Bulls' 10-meter line. Picked up by Marco van Staden, but there's going to be a penalty here. Ruck had formed, he said, so it's a penalty. What was that? So it will be a penalty against the Bulls. In Glasgow, every one of them with their hands on their hips, gasping for air, with 17 and a half minutes remaining in this contest, will kick for some space. Tom Jordan. So Henko Fenta has come into the game. Well, I saw that earlier, but where's he playing at for Glasgow? All right, so now Glasgow gets some territory. So Reinhard Ludwig comes in for Nortkia. Nortkia goes out. Reinhard Ludwig. And Zach Berger comes in. It's Isaac Berger, excuse me. Zach Berger's in there, and Ludwig comes in for Nortkia. Line out successful by Glasgow. They're into a rolling maul. Bulls trying to adjust their defense here. Nizam Carr is still in the game now. He's come back in. I'm not sure who he replaced because Marco van Staden is still in there, I think. George Horn sends it wide. Oh, and they're going to get a try, an easy try in this corner. Oh, my goodness. Kyle Sten's going to try to run towards the post. Wow, that's just lame. They just gave them a chance to get back in this. Oh, my goodness. Stupid decision. Marco van Staden with another penalty, which hurt us badly. And then what do? A line out and no one there. Oh, that's just dumb. That really dampens the mood here, folks. Really dampens the mood. Trying to get a point differential here and deny them a bonus point. And this stupid nonsense here. Wow. Oh, man. Jakob van der Velde is still sitting on the bench for the Bulls. So that try is scored. Here comes the kick. My goodness. Was he going to get that? He does get it. 17. Glasgow now have 2 tries and back in position to get a bonus point before this thing is over, and that's a huge mistake by the Bulls, leaving Kyle Sten wide open. There's no one anywhere near him. No one even remotely near him on that side of the pitch. Yeah, Zach Berger's out there now at the scrum half. Chris Smith sends it down deep into 22. Moody's there. Jack Dempsey with a carry. Taken down by Romela. George Horn. Glasgow nearly loses the ball there, but they've still got it. They come to the near side. Josh McKay, who's put a lot of work in for Glasgow today with very little reward. He's inside the 22 as the tackle. Jamie Doby there. That ball bounces over there, and boy, Harold Forster still putting in some good minutes here. Makes a tackle. Driving them back at about 10 meters away from their try line. Glasgow, in 14 minutes left, they're going to clearance kick this from McDowell. McDowell sends it down to Villy LaRue at midfield. Villy LaRue's got a lot of space. Sends it to the middle to Chris Smith. Smith comes wide into the hands of Devin Williams. Devin Williams gets it on the wing to Creel. Creel kicks it forward. Chases on, but Glasgow gets there first. Kyle Stain. Glasgow with the ball. Marco van Staden with the counter ruck. He's being told to get out of there. He's just causing all kinds of problems today as Marco van Staden. He's really not been helping. That ball goes into touch, and it'll be the Bulls line out. Substitutions. Gerhard Steenkamp comes out for Montezuma. And Francois Klopper will come in for Vilcolo. 2 new front rowers for the Bulls with 13 minutes left. So the front row is all replaced now. I think we got some subs for Glasgow as well. Yeah. Jordan is out and Weir is in. Duncan Weir comes out for Jordan. When Nizam gets the line. Oh, here comes Zach Berger. Kicks it forward. It chases on. Oh, and boy, wow. That was lucky. Jamie Doby caught that ball over his shoulder and took the mark. Dang, that was very lucky. Berger tried to kick it forward. It just hung up in the air a little too long. Man, Zach Berger, man. So, Bulls get another line out here. 12 minutes remaining in the game. Oh, that's how did that even get back there? Bulls managed to get it, but one of the Glasgow players broke through the line. Forster to Van Staden. Van Staden fighting to go forward. He's down. Berger. Vermaak. Chris. Oh, they throw it away. Oh, come on. This has got to be intentional. What a bunch of horse shit. They just threw it away. Give me a break. Considier with the try. Unbelievable. The Bulls are just giving this crap away. Unbelievable. 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 This is just crap. Unbelievable. This is just crap. Just crap. Dempsey goes wide. Doby with the carry over the 22. Glasgow now just needs one try for a bonus point, and they have 10.5 minutes left to do it. Unbelievable. They had done nothing for an hour, out of gas, and the Bulls just start playing like 12-year-olds. Billy LaRue, ball goes backwards. This is a knock-on. Who's the knock-on? Oh, my goodness. So they turn the ball over to Glasgow now, almost at midfield. Jeez. No, the game's not in the balance. He didn't knock on. That went backwards. We didn't have control of the ball is what they're saying. $10,006 people at the game. $10,006. Not a bad crowd. Could be a lot better, though. Crouch. Bind. Set. Glasgow. Doby digs it out. Glasgow now. They break through again. McDowell. Come on. This is just crap. And there's the bonus try coming up any second now. This is just, I mean, what the hell is going on? Dobby is unmolested there. Down to 5 meters is Glasgow. And there's a try. Give me a freaking break. Give me a freaking break. This is unbelievable. Unbelievable. What the hell? Duncan Weir with the try. Unbelievable. Wow. Wow. They could still lose this game. Wow. What a crock of horse manure. Bulls now. Glasgow out of the game 5 minutes ago and now on the verge of stealing this win at Loftus. What an epic meltdown. What an absolute epic meltdown. Blown assignments, stupid plays, dumb decisions. Wow. Dobie puts that in touch. It'll be a Bulls line out. Gee, many crickets. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. What the hell? The crowd is completely silent now. Completely silent. Wow. I can hear individual voices at Loftus. Now the Bulls are delaying things. They throw it away, but Herbert manages to get it, but then they throw it away, and Glasgow has it again. Duncan Weir. Here comes Glasgow again. The Bulls are out of position. Tupelotu on the outside. Here come Glasgow down the near side. 10-meter line. Kyle Stain with the ball. Reinhard Luvish trying to get it. There's no one there. Unbelievable. 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 They go over towards the middle now. Ewan Ferry. Ball comes to the near side. McDowell tackled by Forster. Tackled at midfield by Chris Smith. They're going to go wide. Dobby finds Tupelotu. He nearly breaks through, but taken down from behind by Elric Lowe. And that ball stolen on the turf by the Bulls. It's a knock on. But he knocked it on. Oh my goodness. 6 minutes left. Look at all the Glasgow players on their knees. Oh my goodness. Why is the clock stopped now? Unbelievable meltdown. This is epic. Epic meltdown. So that takes Glasgow to 60 points on the log. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Wow. Oh, my goodness. So I'm not sure why the clock is stopped here. Who's holding the game up now? How did the Bulls screw this pooch so badly? On the bright side, it really improves my Super Brew because I had the Bulls by 5. And they're up by 6. So I get both points right now, but it needs to end like this. Wow. Wow, I don't know what to say, folks. What a disappointment here. The Bulls just rolling over and playing dead here. Game totally in their control at 64-minute point, and at 74 minutes, they're on the verge of letting this thing slip away from them. Unbelievable. Sharks and Benetton coming up next, folks, here on the triple header. And after that, it will be the Lions and Cardiff. Crouch. Bind. Set. This is a scrum for Glasgow. Dobie brings it out, goes to the short side of the field, and Weir is tackled. He's had a big impact on this game in a few minutes. Dobie digs it out. Bulls have got to turn this thing over. Dobie. Bulls. Reinhard Luvish in there on the tackle along with Montezima. Oh, they miss a tackle. Now they're inside the 10-meter line. Big carry there by Scott Cummings. We've not said much about him the entire game. Another Scotland national. Rory Darge with the carry now, crawling along to the 10-meter line. The Bulls defense trying to get back where they should be. They come wide, and tackle made over there by Devin Williams in the shadows. Hunko Fento with the carry for Glasgow. Slow ball. We're down to 4 minutes, 5 minutes and 10 seconds. And a penalty against Glasgow. A critical mistake right there. Nizam Carr with a huge steal. Less than 4 minutes left. And the crowd has a sigh of relief there. But what are they going to do? They're going for the post? Yep, post. Ooh, if Chris Smith can make this kick, that should put it out of touch. Nizam Carr with a brilliant steal here late in the game, folks. That was incredible. Be sure to hit that like button. Got 60 likes, 100 viewers. Nizam Carr with a huge steal. Much better performance this week than last time out. Nizam Carr. Chris Smith has just been lights out. Needs to be lights out one more time here. One more time. But we will kill a lot of time on the clock here. 6 points. This would take it to 9. Glasgow crossing their fingers, hoping with 3 minutes left that Chris Smith misses this one from over midfield. It's about a 60-meter kick, but it is in the high veld. He's got the distance. And it's over. It's over. And the crowd, a sigh of relief. A sigh of relief for the crowd as Chris Smith nails a 60-meter kick. Here's the restart. Quick restart and inside the 22, and the Bulls have it. 2.5 minutes remain now, a 9-point lead. That takes a bonus point away from Glasgow if they can keep that distance. McKay now at the 10-meter line. Oh, he's missed. Oop. Obstruction. It's obstruction. Wow. That takes another. Let's do man of the match here. Get the man of the match up here for you real quick. Give you some choices for man of the match. One more. Let me pick who I said was also having a really good game here. All right, there's your man of the match. There's your opportunities for crouch, bind, set. The Bulls scrum. Zach Berger puts it in, and they're driving hard. And the Bulls, no penalty, going to reset it. That'll kill some time. We're down the last minute of the game now. Last minute of the game. Sigh relief. Glasgow will get a single bonus point out of this, but they could have gotten 2 bonus points for the 4 tries and being within 7 points. But that kick takes it out to 9. It takes a bonus point off the table for Glasgow. That's huge, but they shouldn't have given up any bonus points here. The Bulls completely collapsed here in the last 10 minutes. They're very fortunate to walk out of here with a victory, down to 35 seconds on the clock. 30 seconds. 9 points is the difference. Bind. Set. Ball comes out. Nizam Carr has it. He drives forward. Counter ruck coming from Glasgow, but it's unsuccessful. They do get a penalty for being off the feet. Oh, my goodness. So Montezuma is off his feet. Means Glasgow gets one more chance to get a try here. Or kick a penalty. Is he going to kick it? Post called. If they get this, they get a bonus point because Montezuma fell off his feet. Oh, my goodness. The bonus point is back in play here. Oh, my goodness. Wow. And it's straight on. Wow. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Duncan Weir will kick this for Glasgow, which will get him a second bonus point. Wow. Nearly 1,000 points in his career. Should make this easy. He did, and that's a second bonus point. Wow. 40-34. The Bulls completely screw the pooch. What a disaster. What an absolute disaster here. Wow. Wow. What a mistake. What a huge mistake. What a huge mistake by the Bulls. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, ladies and gentlemen. They give away 2 bonus points in this victory. They give away 2 bonus points. Unbelievable. Glasgow came to this game. They were getting beat by 27 points. 27 points with a little over 12 minutes left in the game. And they wind up with 2 bonus points. 3 tries. And then they get a kick at the end, which closes the gap and gives them a second bonus point, takes them 60 on the log. I'm not happy about this result. The Bulls ought to be embarrassed by their performance in the last 15 minutes of this game when they completely fell asleep. And you can see it. They're walking around like, oh, well, I guess we won. Very disappointing performance by the Bulls. That is just not acceptable. Jake White has questions to answer. I normally go to the post-game press conference, cover that, but I'm unable to do that because I have more games after this. Wow, that was just... I don't know what to tell you. Wow. Wow. Disappointing outcome there. Stick around, folks. We've got more coming up just after this. The next game up, of course, is going to be the Sharks. Yep, the Sharks are coming up next. My goodness. Unbelievable. You'll be automatically redirected to the Sharks game. Gee, many crickets. This is very disappointing. I have to tell you, I'm very disappointed. I don't know what to say about it. It's just... unbelievable. Very disappointed. Wow, that's not the ending you want in this game. Not the ending you want in this game. Ruan Framak is about to come up.
Mark, and he will be represented with his Man of the Match medal by one of our kid supporters of the day, Andrew Lumpen. Please hand over the medallion.
Andrew Lumpen gives the medallion to Ruan Framak.
Thank you very much, Andrew. Thank you very much for that. Ruan, massive game. A good win for the Bulls team.
No,
obviously,
not a good win.
The 2 bonus points towards the end might be crucial towards the end of this season.
Yeah, it's massive, especially at the end of the season, like you said. That was an important win for us to stay in the top 4. Yeah, really proud of the boys to put in the get the win.
I'm proud of those 2 bonus points.
It was a kind of a tough start for you guys. Glasgow with that first try. Found you a bit napping around the front of that line out. But towards the end, you seem to find your feet.
Yeah, definitely. We know they're going to come with some trick plays. But I think we handled it well towards the end of the first half. Yeah, luckily we could get the win.
So obviously we've known in the past how crucial it is to get home games in the playoffs. Glasgow Warriors now with a bonus point for the 4 tries, also the bonus point for losing within 7.
Yep.
Do you think that can be crucial towards the end?
Yes, definitely. I think we let it slip the first 10-15 minutes in the second half. But luckily for us, we managed to get the 5 points. So, we'll see how it turns out at the end of the season.
Yeah, but it's only a game.
Well done with the
points.
game. Well done with your performance, and all the very best for the rest of the season.
Thanks, John. Appreciate it.
Ruan Framak with Jean de Villa. We'll see if we get team captain Ron Nortkia to come in here or not. Hang around. If we get Ron Nortkia in here, then we'll also bring Ron Nortkia. Yep, here's Ruan.
By Ruan Nortkia. Ruan, a sloppy 10 minutes in the middle part of the second half. Will that be crucial for your team towards the end of the competition?
Yeah, John, obviously that was, I think we lacked a bit composure there, and I don't know if we lost a bit of tension there. So yeah, it's a tough one to take. I think all the boys would be going to be hard on ourselves on giving them that easy points, and especially giving them 2 bonus points. I think that was our biggest thing today,
Huge
was
mistake.
not giving them any points. So yeah, it's a tough one to take, but yeah, so glad to get that 5 points in the bag for us for the rest of the competition.
Does that just show the standard that you guys are performing at? You know, you get the win against the top of the table team in the Vodacom URC, and still you're not happy with it. Are those the standards that Jake White and yourself as the leaders of the squad are pushing?
Yeah, I know, definitely. I think if you look at the first 60 minutes,
Their man of the match was Ruan Vermaak.
We took control of the game. We kept them out of our half. Especially on our defense, we didn't give them any chances to get into our 22, and then to give them that easy points in the last 15 minutes is just not our standard. So yeah, definitely something we're going to have to work on next week.
You talk about the work-ons. You've got 2 league games left in the competition and then playoffs. Which would you say are the most important things that you need to improve on to be able to really stand a chance in the playoff
discipline.
rugby?
Discipline was terrible in the
the
first
biggest
half.
thing for us is this last 20 minutes. That's where all the pressure comes, and we got to be composed. I think that's this last 2 games, Benetton, and especially when we go down to the Shark Tank. Yes, we're going to have to be sharp and have massive composure. That's the biggest thing, I think.
Yeah, sharp against the Sharks, but also Benetton next week. So well done with the performance today, and all the very best for next week.
Thanks, John.
All right, folks, that's Sean de Villiers for the Bulls. I'm going to wrap it up there because we got to get the Sharks game coming up here in a few minutes. Pepignon is playing ASM today, as if anybody cares about that. But we're just a short time away. Hang on a second. There we go. So Sharks will be up next with Benetton. Benetton desperately needs a win. The Bulls get the bonus point, but then choke away a huge lead. Then they knock away 1 bonus point with a late Chris Smith kick, and then they choke that away with a Sifiwe Montazima dumb penalty, which Duncan Weir converts and closes the gap to 40-34, giving Glasgow 2 points in a loss on the road. They've got to be very happy with that outcome here. Wow, Duncan Weir had a big impact in this game when he came in. Yep. Absolutely huge impact on that. All right, folks, that's going to do it. We'll be back. You'll be directed automatically about 6 minutes away for the Lions. I'll come up just before the Bonita hit the loo. Thanks for being here. Be sure to hit the like button and stick around with us for the next game. The Sharks. Doesn't matter for the Sharks, but it does matter for Benetton, who really needs to win this game. And there's your final from Loftus Versfeld, 40-34 in a game that is less than satisfying as the Bulls give up 3 unanswered tries late and then a late penalty conversion, which allows Glasgow to extend its lead at the top of the log in a losing effort. That is unacceptable. 40-34 is the final from Loftus Versfeld. We'll be back with you in a few minutes from the Shark Tank in Durban, where the home side will be hosting Benetton, a team desperately in need of a victory. Cheers, folks.